Hey there guys, this is Javery here. I wanted to do a quick tutorial today on utilizing Reason's Chord Sequencer inside of an external DAW. In this example, I'm going to be showing that in Studio One 7 Pro. Now, of course, Reason can be used as a standalone DAW. However, I find Studio One a little bit more intuitive with workflow and whatnot, but I have worked with Reason for a long time, and I really like the players and the effects and instruments and a lot of different things that they had to offer. And so I wanted to find a way to be able to incorporate those inside of Studio One and leverage those capabilities. And this is something that I really struggled with here to get started with, and there's not a lot of documentation out on the web in regards to how to make this work. So yeah, I wanted to just help those of you that are looking to incorporate this into your arsenal of music making tools. And so first I want to just start off by saying, of course, you have to have Reason. You either have to have a subscription to Reason Plus, or you have to have purchased Reason, the full version. And then, of course, in this example, you need to have access to Studio One. And so I'll go ahead and just start straight away here. You can see here we're in Studio One. And if you go over to your browser and have under the Instruments tab here, go down right away, you're going to go to your Reason Rack plugin and drag that in. Now that's going to open an instance of Reason here, and you're going to see your devices palette. Go ahead and click on the devices button up in the upper left corner here and make sure that you're in the players tab. Again, for this example, I'm going to be showing you how to utilize the chord sequencer. This is an amazing tool. You're going to double click that. Now, there's a lot of information out on the internet right now, YouTube, etc., on how to use this and the features of the chord sequencer here. So I'm not going to go into that, but I will say if this is something that you haven't checked out before, you definitely need to. You got a lot of different collections of chord progressions here, scales, themes of things that are quite fascinating and really open the door to creativity for people, especially like me, that aren't a music theory wizard. So I'm going to make a couple selections here. I'm not going to go through that really too much, but once you do this, you're going to go ahead and close that. Now, for the purposes of this tutorial, I want to show you how to utilize either an external VST instrument pushed through the Reason plugin to get those really rich chords generated, and or maybe you're using an internal instrument that's included with Studio One. For the purposes of this tutorial though, I'm going to drag in an instance of Serum. Again, another quite amazing instrument here. This could warrant a million tutorials by itself, and I'm not going to really show you or tell you what I'm doing here, but suffice to say I'm making something that just will create something that's going to sound decent to generate some chords with. One thing that I want to make sure I do before I go much further here is kind of adjust my volumes. So I'm going to drop that Serum volume down, click back on here. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, cool. And so now if I just play a single note on that, by the way, if you can't see it here, I'm utilizing an external keyboard MIDI controller. And you'll hear that when I press those keys, it's just generating a single note. Now I do have some unison on that, so that's probably what you're hearing that gives it a little bit of width, but I'm going to go ahead and close that for now. And I'm going to go back over to my tracks here that I've got on the left-hand side, and you'll see we've got our Reason plugin, and then we've got our Serum instrument. Now this is where the linkage connects, and this is where the magic happens. So under your instrument track, you want to go here to Instrument Inputs. In the drop-down, you're going to choose Reason Rack plugin. Now that's going to send it to your chord sequencer in this example. Now this is where I really got hung up. There is not much information on how to make this work, and I could not for the life of me figure out how to get sound coming through this. And hopefully this next tip saves you guys a lot of time if you're using the same setup as I am. So right here, this monitor button, make sure you click that. That needs to be highlighted blue, and that's where it's going to bring everything together. So when I go back to my MIDI controller and I hit a key on the MIDI controller, now you can hear that it is pushing that instrument through the Reason Rack plugin, or the chord sequencer in this case. You'll see as I hit that, that's highlighting some different things here on the chord sequencer to kind of show you what chords you're playing, and then it gives you some logical progressions to work with, and yeah, really make some magic happen. So anyway, again, I'm not going to go much more in depth on any of this. The whole purpose of this tutorial was just to show you how to bring these components in, connect them, and make them work, and hopefully it's something, like said, that can add to your musical creation arsenal, and just be a great inspiration to start new tracks with, beats, songs, whatever. Anyway, if you like this, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm just getting started with this. If you get a chance, check out some of my music, Javery, Javery. I'm on SoundCloud right now. I'm going to be dropping some of these songs onto Spotify and other platforms here soon. But just getting started. And so, yeah, hopefully this helps you. And yeah, happy music making. And I look forward to putting out more of these and working together with all of you to keep creating awesome music. So thanks so much for watching, and take care.